Good morning, class. I am Madhulima ma'am, and today I am going to teach you science. Please introduce yourself.
Good morning, ma'am. My name is Sanchari Senharoy and I am a student of class 3.
All right. Today I am going to teach you the chapter Parts of a Plant. But before I start, I want to show you something. Can you see?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So today you will come to know about the various parts of a plant. In your school playground, have you seen small green grasses?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, in your mother's kitchen garden, have you seen there are various types of plants?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Have you ever been to a forest?
No, ma'am.
But you must have seen pictures of a forest then?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So in forests, there are huge trees. So all the above type of plants, which I discussed just now, have some specific body parts, just like us. We have specific body parts like fingers, hands, legs, eyes, ears, etc. Similarly, plants also have specific body parts. Let us take the example of an apple tree. In an apple tree, there are two distinct parts, a root and a shoot. The part of the plant that grows below the soil is defined as the root, whereas the part of the plant that grows above the soil is the shoot. The stem, the branches, leaves, buds, flowers, fruits, all of them together make up the shoot. Now let us see each part of the plant in details, and we will also know what functions they perform. Tell me one thing, do you know what is the function of the roots of a plant?
Yes, ma'am. The root fixes the tree to the soil.
Okay, the roots fixes a plant firmly to the soil. They anchors the plant to the soil. Apart from that, the roots also absorb water and minerals from the soil, which is required by the plants for photosynthesis. Okay, now apart from these two functions, the roots also sometimes function as a storehouse of food. That means they store food inside them. For example, carrots, radish, beetroot, turnip, etc. Now, roots have different shapes and sizes. Have you seen the roots in a turnip?
No, ma'am.
Okay, in a turnip, there is one thick main root that grows from the bottom end of the stem. This root goes deep inside the soil. And there are also small roots that grow from the main root. So this type of root is known as tap root. Now, you must have seen grasses. Have you seen grasses?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. In grasses, there is no single root, but all the roots are bunched together. They grow out from the end of the stem. These types of roots are known as fibrous roots. All right?
Yes, ma'am.
So now let us see the difference between taproot and fibrous root. A taproot has one main root, whereas in a fibrous root, there is no main root. In taproot, small roots grow out from the main root, whereas in fibrous root, thin roots grow out from the base of the stem. In taproot, the main root is thick and side roots are thin, whereas in fibrous root, all the roots are of the same thickness. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, I will show you a video which will help you to understand this better. Can you see the video?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Can you hear the video?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Today, you will come to know about the various parts of a plant. In your school playground, there are small, green grasses. In your mother's kitchen garden, there are various types of plants. In forests, there are huge trees. But all the above type of plants have some basic body parts.
These are the body parts which we have, right? Fingers,
Yes,
legs,
ma'am.
hands.
Eyes, ears, etc. Its body is divided into two parts, root and shoot.
So the part which grows below the soil is the root. And the part which grows above the soil is the shoot.
The part of the plant that grows below the soil is root. The part of the plant that grows above the soil is shoot. The branches, the leaves, the buds, the flowers and the fruits together make up the shoot. Now let us see each part of the plant in details, and we will also know remains below the soil. Let
These
us
are the
see.
roots which remain below the soil, right?
Yes.
What functions does the root perform?
Functions of a root.
Roots absorb water from the soil. Whenever I feel thirsty, they send water through my stem. Roots sometimes function as storehouse of food, dish, beetroot, and turnip are such roots. Let us see how many types of roots are there. Observe the type of roots
What is
in
this?
a
A
turnip.
Yeah,
Right?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of root does a turnip has? It has got
Taproot.
a taproot.
This type of root has one thick main root that grows from the bottom end of the stem. It goes deep into the soil. Many small roots grow from the main root. This type of root is called taproot.
These are
Now
what?
observe the
Fibrous root.
Yes, these are grasses, and I told you grasses have fibrous roots.
roots of some grasses. They grow out from the end of the stem. Such roots are called fibrous roots. So, there are two types of roots, taproot and fibrous root. Let's see
Now see
the
the difference
differences
between them.
between taproot and fibrous root. Taproot. A taproot has one main root. Fibrous roots. There is no main root from their main root. Thin roots grow out from their base of the stem. The main root is thick and side roots are thin. All roots are of same thickness.
All right?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now let us do one assessment based on whatever I've taught you till now. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you see the assessment?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Tell me the answers. The two kinds of roots are taproot and
Fibrous root.
fibrous root. All right. The part of a plant that grows upwards is the
Shoot.
shoot. Okay. The part of the plant that grows below the soil is the
Root.
root. Very good. The root fixes the plant firmly to the
Soil.
soil. Very good. In a fibrous root, all roots are of the same
Thickness.
thickness. Roots like carrot, radish, beetroot, and turnip function as the storehouse of.
Ma'am,
See the options. Which one do you think is the best option?
will it be food, ma'am?
Yes, it is food.
Okay.
Roots like carrot, radish, beetroot, and turnip function as the storehouse of food. All right.
Okay, ma'am.
So, this was the assessment. So, I hope you have understood the chapter well based on the videos and the assessment.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? All right. Have a good day.
Thank you, ma'am.